second, number 3, Cam Dahl. Batting 8th, number 2, Cale Weisenberger. And batting 9th, number 25, Bradley Bauman. Pitching for Marshfield, number 7, Noah Grimm. Blue Devils are coached by Josh Metz, Ryan Metz, Eli Drexler, Jack Donahue, and Jake Brigham. Starting lineups for Rapids. Leading off, number 20, Austin Juneman. Batting second, number 16, Ryan Searing. Batting third, number 22, Tyler Beyer. Batting fourth, number 10, Cade Sengbush. Batting fifth, number 11, Jake Whipfly. Batting sixth, number 27, Jake DeCarcy. Batting seventh, number 18, Cole Laddick. Batting eighth, number 12, Zach Nowak. Batting ninth, number 15, Carson Gunderson. Pitching for post 9, number 14, Jordan Tibbetts. Wisconsin Rapids is coached by Court Hilber, Troy Hilber, and Charlie Gray. And would you please rise for the play of the national anthem?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Zaleski Sports Broadcasting Legion Baseball Tournament action here from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield, Wisconsin. My name is Joe Anderson. I'll be providing the play-by-play for you this afternoon. I'm joined by producer Jada Hamlin. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. This game pits Marshfield Post 54, the Blue Devils, and Wisconsin Rapids Post 9. Rapids will be the home team in this matchup. The winner of today's game will be eliminated from the tournament, and, the loser of this game will be eliminated from the tournament. The winner will advance to play the winner of the game following this tonight at 7 o'clock. Pitching for Rapids is Jordan Tibbetts, left-hander. His defense, Zachary Nowak at catcher, Jacob Tokarski at first, Jacob Whipfly at second, Tyler Beyer, the third baseman, Cade Sengbush at short. The outfield for Wisconsin Rapids, left to right, Austin Juneman, Ryan Searing and Carson Gunderson. Rapids head coach by Court Halber. The DH this afternoon for Tibbetts is number 18, Cole Laddick. Right-hander Jordan Tibbetts on the mound for Post 9. I believe they won yesterday. Got to take a chance and take a look back at things here. And Rapids did win yesterday. 1-0. It was that pitcher's duel yesterday. And Marshfield took the loss last night in a rain-plagued game here at Jack Hack. And we're going to start out here. Top of the first, Marshfield will be the home team, or the visiting team. They are in the white jerseys with the blue numbers, lettering, and trim. Rapids in the red jerseys with the gray sleeves and the gray numbers and trim. 85 degrees here. At first pitch to Peter Earl, leading off for Marshfield. Earl, the catcher. Ball and strike to Earl. Winner will again tonight. The winner of this game will advance to play tonight at 7 p.m. Here's the pitch from Tibbetts, and that's strike 2. 1-2 now to Earl. Nice afternoon to come out to Jack Hackman Field and watch a ball game. And that pitch is high for ball 2. 2-2. Pete Earl, very good job behind the dish on defense. And leading off here for Marshfield. And the pitch. And that's low and away for ball 3. Full count now for Earl. Tibbetts was ahead 1-2. Now count is full. Here's Tibbetts with the throw. And popped up on a play by Earl. Count remains full. Umpires in their powder blue jersey shirts this afternoon. That's much cooler than those black ones or the dark blue, the navy blues. And the pitch is outside for ball 4. So Earl will reach on a walk to lead off the game here. Nick Urban, the center fielder, who I call the vacuum cleaner for his defensive prowess, will step in. Urban wears number 10 and bats from the left side. He gets the signs from Coach Metz at third base. Peter Earl at first. Jacob Tokarski will hold him on. And Tibbetts from the stretch. And that ball in the dirt. Earl takes a pretty good lead off of first. Tibbetts gets the sign, checks Earl at first, comes set, and delivers. And swing and a miss for Urban, strike 1. Thank you for tuning in to Zaleski Sports as we broadcast Legion Baseball here from Marshfield. Great tournament, great venue. Have nothing but high praise for the people who are coordinating this and working up in the booth with us. Much appreciated. There goes Earl, and he's in easily with a stolen base. Count is 2-1 to Urban. Singbush with a good shot, good job of getting that gun from Zachary Nowak, the catcher. It was offline. Here's the pitch. Urban will bunt, but it's foul. Count even at 2-2. Logan Homolka due up next for Marshfield. Urban at the plate, 2-2 count. Tibbetts with the pitch. And swing and a miss for strike 3. So 1 out here, and Logan Homolka will step in. Homolka playing first base this afternoon, another left-handed bat. Where's number 21? One away with Peter Earl at second. Logan Homolka, the batter. That's high and away for ball 1. No really threat of rain this afternoon. It's just hot and muggy. The muggy meter, humidity. Here's the pitch to Homolka from Tibbetts. And slapped into center field. And Ryan Searing with a diving catch gets the out. 2 away as Chandler Schmidt, the shortstop, will come to bat for Marshfield. 2 away with Peter Earl at second. Good job on defense by Searing in center. Schmidt batting from the right side. Whipfly will kind of slap the glove to see if he can make Earl stay close to second, and that ball in the dirt for ball 1, that pitch. Tibbetts will deliver to the plate and slap foul by Schmidt. Down the left side. 2 away. Earl in scoring position at second. Count even in a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch from Tibbetts. And right up the box. He's going to have a base hit. They're going to send Earl. And Schmidt will get an RBI and drive in the first run of the game. Whistled right past Jordan Tibbetts' ear. Schmidt with the RBI with that single, and Dane Dietelm, the DH, comes to bat. Number 8. Jordan Tibbetts. And that ball goes foul. You can hear the boom from our field mic. 2 out here in the top of the first. Chandler Schmidt at first. And an 0-1 count to Dane Dietelm. Where's Gary Carter's old number? Number 8. For those of you who remember the late Gary Carter. The pitch. Called a strike. Kind of a delayed strike there, but a strike nonetheless. Gary Carter, very famous catcher for the Montreal Expos and the New York Mets. He sadly passed away a few years ago. Dietelm slaps it to Whipfly, scoops it up, throws it to Tokarski for out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 left on. We've played a half an inning of play here at Jack Hackman Field. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's US Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Welcome back, everybody. Joe Anderson here, bringing you Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. We've played a half an inning of play, and Wisconsin Rapids Post 9 will come to bat. Let's look at the defense for Marshfield. Noah Grimm on the mound. Peter Earl catching. Logan Homolka at first. Camden Dahl, the second baseman. Cale Weisenberger at third. Chandler Schmidt at short. The outfield, left to right, Chase Higgins, Nick the Vacuum Cleaner Urban in center, and Riley Bauman in right. Dane Dietelm is the DH for Grimm. Time for me, ladies and gentlemen, to talk to you about Fleet Farm. If you like Fleet Farm, you've got to sign up for Fleet Rewards. You earn points to save even more on things that you already buy. Plus, it's free to sign up, and there's no credit card required. Start earning points today with Fleet Rewards. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Draxler Transport has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today.
For the Rangers, Austin Juneman.
Leading off the bottom of the first for Wisconsin Rapids will be Austin Juneman, the left fielder. He wears number 20. Left-hander Noah Grimm. First pitch is fouled down the first base side. Homolka runs out of real estate. Strike one. Last time I got a chance to see Noah Grimm pitch, he was rocked pretty hard, and that was last weekend. 0-1 to Juneman. The lefty Noah Grimm delivers, and that curveball is outside for ball one. The wind is blowing from right to left on your screen. The pitch from Grimm fouled off, strike two off the right field side. Rapids with that pitcher's duel yesterday lasted about an hour and 15 minutes, 7-inning game. And Rapids scored a run in the first, and that was all she did. And there's a curveball, strike three. So Grimm off to a good start as Juneman strikes out. Ryan Searing, the center fielder, comes to bat. He wears number 16. Sixto Lozcano's old number, for those of you who are old-time Milwaukee Brewer fans. It seems that most of the Blue Devils pitchers like to pitch from the stretch whether there's runners on or not. And Searing swings and misses for strike one. Here's pitch from Grimm, fouled back for strike two. Grimm off to a good start here in the bottom of the first. Coach Metz is going to need as many innings out of that young man as he can get. Winner advances to play tonight at 7. The loser is eliminated from the tournament. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Grimm, and slap to left field right at Chase Higgins, and makes the catch for out number 2. Good job in left by Higgins. Tyler Byer, the third baseman, comes to bat, sports number 22. Two away here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Marshfield. Nobody on for Tyler Byer. Grimm's pitch called for a strike. Grimm looking very sharp here in the first. Swung on, slap to the hole. Schmidt will backhand it, gun it over to Homolka at first for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for Wisconsin Rapids. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. 1 inning complete. Score is Marshfield 1, Wisconsin Rapids 0. You're watching Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jack Hackman Field here in beautiful downtown Marshfield. Zaleski Sports proudly bringing you Legion Baseball tournament action here. One of the things about these tournaments is that pitching is at a premium, and the more arms you've got, the better off you are. Josh Metz is talking with the home plate umpire about something, we're not sure. But the defense is ready for Rapids. Jordan Tibbetts starting his second inning of work on the mound for post 9. Left fielder Chase Higgins will lead off the bottom of the second. 1-0 lead for Marshfield. Higgins bats from the right side. Wind up from Tibbetts. And he got that Randy Johnson appearance. Strike one. Although Jordan Tibbetts is not as tall as Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson was 6'10" and threw a 103-mile-an-hour fastball from the left side. And that pitch down and away, called for ball 1. And now what does Randy Johnson, who's long since retired, do for a living? He's a nature photographer. 1-1 count to Higgins. The pitch swung on, hit the right field, foul. That's going to be out of play right off from the light pole. His teammates razz him a little bit for that. If you had to do that for $1 million, you probably couldn't do it. Here's the pitch, and that's called ball 2. Count is even at 2 now to Higgins, leading off the top of the second. Second baseman Camden Dahl due up next for the Blue Devils. Tibbetts outside. Full count now. So Chase Higgins awaits the 3-2 pitch from Jordan Tibbetts. Swung and fouled back. Stays full at 3-2. Gosh, just a nice day to play baseball. Great place to watch a game. You got nice shade, good food, good parking. And that ball low for ball 4. Higgins will lead off with a walk. Back-to-back leadoff walks here for Marshfield as Camden Dahl, the second baseman, steps in. Sports number 3. Everybody knows who wore number 3, Babe Ruth. They used to wear the numbers. The reason why they had their numbers assigned was that was their number in the batting order. Strike 1 to Dahl. Tibbetts allowing only 2 base runners in the first, but one of those scored with 2 outs on a base hit by Chandler Schmidt. Dahl in the hole, 0-1. Higgins at first, the pitch, and he bunts. It's going to stay fair. Tibbetts will field it, throw it over to Tokarski for out number 1. Call that a sac bunt.
It's hard to call that a sacrifice because Higgins off of the pitch likely had the base stolen anyway, but nonetheless it's officially
yeah, it's officially a sacrifice bunt. Camden Dahl, Cale Weisenberger now at bat, the third baseman. Higgins in scoring position at second with 1 away. Tibbetts from the stretch. And it's low and in the dirt for ball one.
On top 1-0. On top of the second. Chase Higgins at second base.
The number 8 hitter is Cale Weisenberger. Pitching is at a premium in these tournaments. The more arms you have, the better.
Weisenberger back in there. Ball
You're going to have to get some innings in here.
off second base.
There's the pitch. And Blue says it's inside for ball 2. Saw some very good preemptive umpiring yesterday in the game between Rapids and Wausau. Two of the young men kind of got into a jawing match at second, and umpire heard it, stopped play, and kind of had a good talking to with both of them. Kind of kept things from getting out of hand. That's good officiating. Put the fire out before it starts. Weisenberger now 3-0.
Count on Cale Weisenberger. 3 balls, no strikes.
Tibbetts will
Taking here. Tibbetts checks the base runner and delivers. And it's down
and strike one. Yeah, right down Main Street as Weisenberger had the take sign.
good pitch to hit for a 3-1 count.
Higgins at second base with one away.
Tibbetts again checks the base runner at second base. Let's Chase Higgins here. Pitch.
And he walks it. So 2 walks here for Marshfield in the top of the second. Infield fly rule in effect now, with runners at first and second and less than 2 outs. We'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Riley Bauman, the right fielder. Number 25 on his back. The Blue Devil uniforms reminiscent of the 83 Chicago White Sox unis. That was the winning ugly team. And that pitch called a strike. They won the Western Division. That's when the American League only had East and West divisions. And Chicago won it by like 25 games. It was just an ugly division. And Baltimore, with Cal Ripken Jr., pitch inside, won the East. And they went to the and the Orioles played the White Sox in the playoffs and defeated them, and went on to beat the Phillies to win the World Series, the one and only World Series that Cal Ripken Jr. participated in and won was in 1983. 1-1 count. The pitch swung on, fouled out of play, right field side for strike 2 to Bauman. 2 on, Higgins at second, Weisenberger at first, 1 out. 1-2 count to Riley Bauman. And Jordan Tibbetts on the mound will deliver. And he hits that up to left field. No, shortstop's calling for it. Cade Singbush makes the call for out number 1. Or out number 2. That may have been an infield fly. Didn't catch Blue making any motion. Most likely would have been an infield fly anyhow. 2 away here. Top of the order, Peter Earl comes to bat. Reached on a walk, stole a base, and scored on Chandler Schmidt's single up the middle for the only run of the game so far. Jordan Tibbetts with 2 outs here on the mound. And he'll come to the plate and knocked down by Nowak for ball 1. So Earl's second at bat of the afternoon. And fouls that back for strike 1. Count even at 1. Walk doesn't count as an official at bat in a sense. And Earl walked on a full count in the first. 2 on, 2 out. Tibbetts will check the runners and come to the plate. And right up the middle for Earl. 1 run's going to score. Here comes Higgins. And Higgins is in safely for the second round of the ball game. Earl Single, RBI up the middle. Both hits for Marshfield have been right up the box. Weisenberger smartly stops at second. As Earl is at first, Higgins in for round number 2, and Nick Urban, the center fielder, comes to bat, his second at bat, 0 for 1, and he struck out his first time in the box. The lefty swings, hits the ball to right field. Gunderson will camp under it and make the play for out number 3. One run, one hit, 2 left on, and no errors. Inning and a half completed. It's Marshfield 2 and Wisconsin Rapids nothing. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Friends, it's time for me to talk to you about Spectrum Benefit Solutions. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. If you're watching this broadcast, you are eligible for lower cost health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Head to the bottom of the second inning here from Jack Hackman Field. You're watching Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. The winner of this game will advance to play tonight at 7. The loser will go home. The number 4 hitter, Cade Singbush, the shortstop, leads off the bottom of the second for Wisconsin Rapids post 9. Where's number 10? Noah Grimm. His first pitch called the ball. Marshfield scratching over runs in the first and the second, leading 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit the right field. Solid base hit for Singbush. Bauman scoops it up and gets it in back into the infield. Jack Whipfy, the second base, will come to bat. He wears number 11. Bats from the right side. Singbush at first, held on by Logan Homolka. Noah Grimm from the stretch, and he delivers. And ball 1. Grimm with a very sharp first inning. First base runner he's given up here now as we start the second. And that ball, wild pitch, and Singbush is going to easily cruise into second. That was a 59.5-foot fastball. Hit right in front of home plate, bounced off of the front edge and skittered down the third baseline. Peter Earl tracked it down, but not before Singbush took second. And that pitch outside for ball 3. Grimm having a hard time finding the strike zone. And Pete Earl will come out and talk to his pitcher. Singbush taking a pretty liberal lead at second. Camden Dahl, the second baseman, and Chandler Schmidt, the shortstop, keeping an eye on him. You'll see Dahl come over and slap his glove.
3 balls, no strikes on Jacob Whitby. He's
Noah Grimm from the stretch.
Grimm from the stretch.
Here he goes.
Now throws.
And that's 4 straight balls.
4-pitch walk to Whitby, and Wisconsin
So now we have runners at first and second, nobody out for Jacob Tokarski, the first baseman, number 27. This lad is a good hitter.
Varsity, big right-handed batter.
Infield fly rule in effect.
Kamoka at first base.
Tokarski waits for Grimm's pitch, and here it comes. And it's outside, but it's called a strike. Got the outside corner.
Marshfield has the lead at 2-0 as
That's only the second strike this bottom half of the second inning that Grimm has thrown. Of course, the other one, a base hit to right. Here's the pitch, and that one's way outside. I think he's trying to throw an off-speed change, and it's tailing on him.
plan for today and tomorrow as well. Rather not use that bullpen if he does not have to.
Tokarski 1-1. Here's the pitch, and Tokarski right up the middle, and Dahl makes a stab at it. Singbush trucking for home. Whitby sneaks in under the tag at third.
And they now trail 2-1. That ball hit behind second base, and the second baseman, Camden Dahl,
So a single and an RBI for Tokarski will score Cade Singbush. Jacob Whitby advances to third, while Tokarski stays at first. Cole Laddick, the DH, now batting. Batting for the pitcher, Jordan Tibbetts.
for Wisconsin Rapids. Hitting for the first
2-1 now.
Grimm throws here.
And that ball is lined to right field. Foul.
In foul ground, just foul.
Bowman will throw the ball back in.
So Marshfield's lead now 2-1.
Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Bottom half of the second.
Grimm has got to
First and third, and still no
eat some innings here for Coach Metz.
nothing in one on Cole Laddick. He digs in, batting
As I've stated before, pitching in tournaments is at a premium.
working from the stretch. Now throws a breaking ball in the dirt.
And that pitch low and inside. Good snag by Peter Earl behind the plate. He does a great job behind the dish.
For a starter going all the way, 105 pitches. That's what a starter is allowed in the league.
Grimm will check the runner at first and deliver.
Breaking ball.
There's a strike.
Side corner for ball 12.
1-2 to Laddick. Cole Laddick, the DH. First at bat of the afternoon. Cade Singbush scored the first run for Wisconsin Rapids. Jacob Whitby is at third. Jacob Tokarski at first. And that ball blocked by Earl as it was in the dirt. Peter Earl's had an interesting second inning with a lot of pitches either high and away or in the dirt.
Hands in there once again. Noah Grimm working from the stretch.
Laddick
Pitch on the way, breaking ball.
sees a ball outside. Now the count is full.
3-2. And Grimm
Anything close, of course, he's going to swing at.
bases with nobody out.
Here's the pitch.
Pitch on the way.
And walked him.
That will load the bases.
Bases are now loaded and with nobody out.
Walk issued by Grimm in this inning. Whitby holds at third.
Whitby's at third, Jacob Tokarski at second, and now Laddick at first. No place to put him.
Zachary Nowak.
And we have a timeout called on the field as Coach Metz will come out and chat with his defense.
And once you get into that losing bracket, and
H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a hardworking individual, then we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very, very generous benefits package? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We are looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. H&S.
in the stretch position, infield is back and double play depth.
Nowak with bases loaded and nobody out, and Grimm delivers a strike.
It's Marshfield 2, Wisconsin
Grimm has given up
Rapids
two hits and 2 walks.
with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Infield fly rule in effect. Now the bases are loaded. And swung. No, they call it a foul. If he got it by just a tick. Just must have ticked it, as we used to say when we were kids and we played baseball. Little piece of it. Called a foul. So it's 0-2. Whitby was cruising to score and tie the game as that ball skittered past Peter Earl. Here's Grimm's pitch, and swung on and hit. Urban in center makes the catch, and Urban will gun it and is cut off. Whitby will come in with the tying run as Nowak will get the sac fly RBI. Number 9 hitter Carson Gunderson, the right fielder, now the batter. Tokarski at second, Laddick at first, one away. Infield fly still in effect. Gunderson, left-handed batter, bunts it down to third baseline. Beautiful bunt. Weisenberger scoops it. Got him. That was a nice play on defense by Cale Weisenberger. Good scoop and stretch by Logan Homolka. Laddick advances to second. Tokarski at third with 2 outs as the leadoff hitter Austin Juniman, the batter. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at bat. And Juniman in the hole 0-1. Grimm's pitch scooped up by Earl. Earl has had a very busy afternoon behind the dish on defense. Does very well back there. Grimm, the delivery, and right up the box. And Schmidt will scoop it and throw it over to Homolka. 2 runs are in. Two runs are in as Tokarski and Laddick both score. Rapids now leads 4-2. So Juniman will reach on the air. And Ryan Searing pops out to the shortstop for out number 3. 4-run score in the bottom of the second on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. After 2 complete innings, it's now Rapids 2, 4, Marshfield 1. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back to Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports from beautiful Jack Hackman Field. We go to the 3rd inning, Marshfield and Rapids. Logan Homolka leads off with a base fly ball out to Ryan Searing on the first pitch for out number 1. Homolka has both of his at-bats have been flyouts to Ryan Searing in center. Chandler Schmidt now will come to bat. Single, RBI in the first. The shortstop. And he'll hit the first pitch. Right field, Carson Gunderson under it, and squeezes it for out number 2. 2 quick outs, 2 pitches, 2 outs. And Dane Detelm, who grounded out to Whitby in the first, comes to bat. So 2 quick outs, 2 pitches, 2 outs for Jordan Tibbetts. And Detelm DHing for Noah Grimm. Strike 1. Off-speed pitch. No left field bleacher creatures for this game. They'll show up this afternoon. That pitch framed for strike 2. Good job by Nowak behind the plate to bring that ball back. So that's an art to do that as a catcher. And Detelm pops it up in the infield. And Byer will make the catch for out number 3. That was a quick inning. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. 2.5 complete. It is Rapids 4, Marshfield 1. Watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, broadcast of Legion Baseball here from Marshfield, this tournament. And it's, I believe, third day, 3rd of 4. The winner of this game will advance to play tonight at 7. The loser will be going home. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd as Tyler Byer, the third baseman, comes to bat against Noah Grimm. And Byer will take ball 1 to start out the bottom of the 3rd. Rapids scored 4 in the bottom of the 2nd after a 1-2-3 inning to start out to go through the first. 1-0 to the third baseman. And that's outside for ball 2. Noah Grimm, after a sharp first inning, has struggled here. Now in his 3rd inning of work. And pop foul. Grimm has got to get some innings in for Coach Metz. As you have so many pitches you can throw. I believe they follow WIAA rules. You get 100 pitches max, and that ball hit to Chandler Schmidt. It's short in the hole. He guns it over to Homolka for the out. Good defensive play by the shortstop, Chandler Schmidt, for the first out. Singbush, the shortstop, comes to bat for Rapids. Singbush with a single, a stolen base, and the first run scored of the afternoon. So 1 for 1 for Singbush. Grimm, that pitch outside for ball 1. My last game of this weekend as I'm heading off to some family obligations. And that ball slapped to right field. Riley Bauman gives chase. It's going to be foul, and he makes the catch in foul territory. Another good defensive play for the Blue Devils as Riley Bauman made the catch and ran into the fence. Good hustle by the young man in right. 2 up, 2 down for Jake Whitfee, the second baseman, who walked and scored run number 2 for post 9. And he takes strike 1. And I think Grimm can hear me up here talking about how he needs to get some innings. Nice young man, but he's got to get at least 5 for Coach Metz. And that ball is fouled down the third base side for strike 2. Rapids coming up there swinging here in the bottom of the third. Rapids had that pitcher's duel yesterday against Wausau. That was 1-0. I had the pleasure of calling that game. And Grimm's curveball's outside for ball 1. In day 3 of this regional tournament at Jack Hackman Field. Slapped right to Schmidt at short. He gloves it. He throws it over to Homolka at first for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left on. After 3 innings, it's Rapids 4, Marshfield 2. You're watching Legion baseball action here on Zaleski Sports.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports. We head to the top of the 4th. Jordan Tibbetts in his 4th inning of work for Wisconsin Rapids will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Chase Higgins, the left fielder, who walked and scored in the 2nd. And ball 1 to Higgins. Tibbetts delivers, and that's called the ball as well. 2-0. Likewise, Tibbetts has got to eat some innings up for Coach Helber. Here's the pitch. Strike. Home plate umpire not vocal, really not as loud as yesterday. But you know if it's a strike, that right hand comes up. That's a strike in the out hand. And that ball outside and away. It's now 3-1. Nowak, a nice job behind the plate. He knows how to frame those pitches. Higgins swings, chops it right to Byer at third. He scoops it, guns it, and they call him out. Close play. Tyler Byer muffed the initial pickup, gathered it up, gunned it over in time to Jacob Tokarski at first to get the out. So Camden Dahl, the second baseman, who sacrifice bunted in the 2nd inning, looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Here's the pitch, and that's outside for ball 1. Plenty of baseball action here on Zaleski Sports. 2 more games tonight, late this afternoon and evening, and a full slate tomorrow. 2-0 the count to Dahl. Point and Plover will play after this. Camden Dahl awaits the pitch. Here comes Tibbetts' delivery. Strike. 2-1 the count. Regional tournament, AAA Legion ball here. Higgins swings, hits it foul, right field side. Tokarski and Gunnarsson give chase, but that's well out of play. That was almost out to the parking lot. 2-2 the count to Dahl. Tibbetts from the windup. Here's the pitch and swung, hit the center field right in front of Ryan Searing, the center fielder. It's a base hit for Camden Dahl. And Searing will get the ball back to the infield. One away for Cale Weisenberger. Weisenberger walked and was stranded at second in the second inning. A run in the first and a run of the second for Marshfield. 3 up, 3 down in the third. We're in the fourth. Runner on with 1 out. And Weisenberger takes strike 1. Slight breeze kind of comes and goes. Blowing in, almost straight in. That would be from around due south, southwest. And that's called a strike. Strike 2. So Weisenberger in the hole, 0-2 with Dahl at first. Tibbetts from the stretch delivers, and that's fouled off. Count remains 0-2 to the third baseman. Again, Marshfield, the visiting team in this game, and they sport the white jerseys with the blue numbers and blue trim and white lettering. 0-2 the Weisenberger, and he fouls that one off, right field side. Making Tibbetts throw quite a few pitches here in this at-bat. Tibbetts with a very quick third. He threw 3, 4, 5 pitches, and that ball is fouled back. If you're a Marshfield fan, you want to work that pitcher, make him throw more pitches than he wants to. Likewise for Rapids as well. Oh, 2 to Weisenberger with Camden Dahl at first. And Jordan Tibbetts' delivery is a strike right down Main Street, and Weisenberger knew it. It just froze him. So now 2 outs. Riley Bauman, the right fielder and number 9 hitter. He popped out to Cade Singbush at short, his first at bat. Tibbetts checks Dahl at first, and ball 1. Dahl not much of a lead at first, just a few steps. I don't think Coach Metz wants to run himself out of the inning. See if Bauman can get a hit here with 2 outs. You know that Dahl's going to be going on contact, and that ball hit to left field, and Austin Juneman will call for it and make the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 3.5, it's still Rapids 4, Marshfield 2. Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Back here at Jack Hackman Field, but it's time for me to talk to you about Valley Communities Credit Union. It's never too late to start teaching the value of saving. Your youngsters can learn today with a Valley Communities Credit Union Kids Club or Teen Saving Club membership. We make saving fun and easy with prizes for making deposits and getting good grades. Stop into one of our 5 locations in Mosinee, Cronin-Wetter, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids to open an account for your kids today at Valley Communities Credit Union. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Rapids will send up to the plate. Jacob Tokarski to lead off. 3 up, 3 down in the 3rd after scoring 4 in the 2nd to take the lead. Tokarski on the afternoon with a single, a run scored, and an RBI. So he's 1 for 1. And Grimm with a 58-foot pitch, which will go for ball 1. Grimm has got to get at least 4, if not 5 innings in the books this afternoon. That's one thing about I've said many times here in this broadcast. Pitching is at a premium in tournament action. Got to have enough arms to get some innings in. Tokarski, 1-1. And Grimm's pitch goes in the hole past Schmidt. Good hit for Tokarski as he's 2 for 2. Cole Laddick comes to bat. He walked and scored a run. He's DHing this afternoon for Jordan Tibbetts. Laddick, sports number 18. Grimm will check Tokarski at first and come to the plate. And umpire says ball 1. A short lead for Tokarski at first. And that ball's hit right up the middle. Could be 2. Schmidt. And does so. 6-3 double play. 1-2 unassisted for the first out. So 2 up, 2 down. We'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Zach Nowak, the catcher, who flew out to the vacuum cleaner, Nick Urban, in center. Sac fly for Nowak, so he's actually not credited with an at-bat, as it was considered a sacrifice. So 1-0 to Nowak, the catcher, number 12. And the pitch from Grimm, lone outside, ball 2. Grimm with a sharp first inning, 3 up, 3 down. Faced 8 hitters in the 2nd, and then 3 in the 3rd. This is his 3rd batter here in the 4th. But he's got a 3-0 count on Nowak. And he delivers, and that's going to be ball 4. 4 pitches, 1 walk. So Nowak will trot to first, and the number 9 hitter, Carson Gunderson, the right fielder, with the ground out to Weisenberger. And the 2nd, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. And the lefty right fielder, Grimm's pitch off speed and called the ball 1. Grimm will check Nowak at first. Pretty short lead. Grimm will step off. And Gunderson will await the pitch from Grimm. And there's the pitch. Hit the left field. Is it going to stay fair? No, it's going to go foul of the chalk on the left field line. Chase Higgins retrieves the ball for the Blue Devils. 1-1 the count to Carson Gunderson. My last game this weekend, as I have some family commitments to attend to this weekend. Be back on Monday night for softball here on Zaleski Sports. And that pitch called ball 2 as it was low and away. Lefty versus lefty here. With 1 on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, Wisconsin Rapids 4, Marshfield 2. Grimm, that's a good pitch. After that shaky second inning, Grimm has settled down. Only 1 walk since the second inning. And now we've called ball 3. I hope I didn't jinx the young man. Full count. Nowak will go on the pitch. And that ball hit over Chandler Schmidt at short and scooped up by Chase Higgins. Just over the head of Chandler Schmidt. So 2 on and 2 out will bring up the leadoff hitter Austin Juneman, the left fielder, on the afternoon. 0 for 2, strikeout, and reached on an error. We have a timeout here called on the field as Coach Metz will talk to his pitcher. Time for me to talk to you about Awards and More. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Juneman in his third at bat, 0 for 2 on the afternoon with runners at first and second and 2 outs. And Grimm's curveball outside for ball 1. Grimm gave up a single to Dekarski and Laddick hit into a double play. 2 outs, and since then, a walk and a single. And that pitch for ball 2. Oh, pardon me, 1-1. Grimm's pitch inside. Good snag by Earl behind the plate. Now it's 2-1. Grimm is hot and cold, hot and cold. Hot in the first and third and cold in the second. And now here in the 4th, he's back in trouble. Swing, kind of a half-hearted swing by Juneman. He tried to hold it up. Count even at 2. Runners will be going on contact. Nowak at second, Gunderson at first. And they're going to run, and that ball shot in through the gap to left field. And Higgins will knock it down. And no runs scored. Everybody moves up 90 feet. So Nowak at third, Gunderson at second, and the single by Juneman. Ryan Searing is 0 for 2. He's flown out to Higgins in left and popped out to Chandler Schmidt at short. And we're going to have a pitching change for Marshfield. So Nick Urban is going to come in and pitch. Nick Urban will come in to be the relief pitcher from center field.
Nick Urban will come in from center field. Marshfield left-hander, and he'll throw for Marshfield. Nick Urban, the new pitcher. Riley Bellman goes from right field to center field. Chase Higgins goes from left field to right field. And DH Dave Detail comes in to play left field.
Grimm is out. The defensive changes now as Riley Bauman will move to center.
The threat here, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 4th inning. And Nick Urban called upon to stop this Rapids threat right here.
And Chase Higgins will move to right. And Detail will go from DH to playing left.
In the left field, Detail.
So Marshfield down by 2. And Rapids has the bases loaded and 2 out here in the 4th inning. And
The line on Jordan, line on Noah Grimm is 3 2/3. 5 hits. Walked 3, struck out 1. Gave up 4 runs, 2 were earned, and 1 wild pitch. As now Nick Urban moves to the mound from center field. With bases loaded. With 2 outs. And defensively, the changes quickly are all in the outfield as Grimm will sit down. D-Town will go from DH to left. Riley Bauman will now be in center, and Chase Higgins goes to right. The infield remains the same with Earl behind the plate, Homolka at first, Dahl at second, Weisenberger at third, and Schmidt at short. And with 2 outs, Ryan Searing with 2 flyouts. Looking for his first hit of the day, and he takes ball 1 from Nick Urban. Another lefty in Urban from the mound. Here's the pitch. Strike. Two outs have led to 1, 2, 3, now 4 batters. And he chops that ball foul down the left field side. 1-2 the count to Searing. Urban coming on here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th and bases loaded. Get that elusive third out. Here's the pitch, and fly ball's going to be right field side. Homolka gives chase but runs out of real estate. Out of play. 4-2 Rapids. A base hit will score at least 1, if not 2. Nick Urban trying to keep it a 2-run game here in the bottom of the 4th for Marshfield. Delivers, and that ball is hit foul left field. Count remains still 1-2. Noah Grimm got the first 2 batters out on a pretty nifty double play by Chandler Schmidt. And Urban's curveball hit to Schmidt at short, and he can't make a play anywhere. Just didn't, just enough on that ball to put it in play, and he couldn't make a play on it. I mean, it's not his fault. He just couldn't. Once he got it going, it was like, where do you go? Everybody was on the move since there was 2 outs. All the runners were in motion. So Searing will get an RBI single. There's no error on that. Just good hit by Searing. Tyler Byer now with 2 ground outs to Schmidt at short. And another run will come in as Urban hits Byer in the foot. He gets an RBI on that as well. Goodness gracious. This is the 8th batter of the inning now for Rapids. They now lead 6-2. As Singbush, the shortstop, will come to bat. Searing is at second, or pardon me, at third. Searing at second, Byer at first, and that ball fouled off. Cade Singbush in the hole, 0-1. This is the 8th batter of the inning for Rapids. Urban delivers, and that ball's hit the left field, foul. Dane Detelm, now the left fielder. As Higgins goes from left to right. 0-2 now to the shortstop from Wisconsin Rapids. 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base and a run scored. Nick Urban doing his best to try to stop the bleeding here. And a good curveball, which he thought was going to be strike 3. And the umpire said no. And Urban is like, really? That was a good curveball, but umpire said no. As he threw the pitch and started trotting off to the third base dugout. And Blue said no. Here's the pitch from Urban. And that one's called strike 3. Oofta. So the line in the bottom of the 4th, 2 runs for the Rapids post 9 on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on. We've got 4 innings in the books. It is Rapids 6 and Marshfield 2. You're watching Legion Baseball Regionals here on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Welcome back to Jack Hackman here as we start off the 5th inning of Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. And Pete Earl will lead things off. Earl in the afternoon, a walk, a single, an RBI, and a run scored along with the stolen base. Count is even at 1-1. Jordan Tibbetts working his 5th inning of play here on the mound. Noah Grimm, 3 2/3, gave up 5 hits, walked 3, struck out 1. He's responsible for 6 runs. And 2 of them were earned as Nick Urban came in and pitched to 2 batters and gave up 2 runs. Earl singles to right center field to lead off the top of the 5th. So the catcher I have an update from Vince Villarreal. 4-0 Superior after 5 innings over Chippewa Falls. So if you're watching one of the other Zaleski Sports channels, tune into that if you can too. Multi-screen things. Nick Urban now pitching. 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Struck out and fly out. He's looking for his first base hit as Pete Earl is at first. Jordan Tibbetts giving up only 2 runs in the afternoon for Rapids. He delivers. 2-0 to Urban. Winner of this game will advance to play tonight at 7. The loser of today's game is eliminated from the regional. Urban ahead in the count, 2-0. Here's the pitch. And a nice frame job by Zachary Nowak. He has done a great job behind the plate, bringing that ball back in. Urban looking for his first base hit of the afternoon. Tibbetts from the stretch. And here comes the pitch, and popped up by Urban. Juneman giving chase, and he makes it. Good running catch for Austin Juneman for the first out. Urban thwarted in his attempt to get a hit. And Logan Homolka, the first baseman, he's looking for his first hit. He's hit 2 balls to Ryan Searing in center. 0 for 2. Peter Earl still at first with a leadoff single here in the top of the 5th. Strike. Noah can bring that ball back into the strike zone. It's a great job there behind the plate. Tibbetts gives a good long look to Earl at first and delivers. And that ball hit right at the shortstop, Sengbush. He gets 1. Let's make it 2. So a double play. So a 6-3 double play. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. 4.5 innings. It still remains Rapids 6 and Marshfield 2. You're watching Legion Regional Baseball Tournament action here on Zaleski Sports.
Rooftech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Rooftech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Rooftech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Rooftech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Rooftech online at rooftechllc.com or Rooftech LLC on Facebook.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back to Jack Hackman Field and Zaleski Sports broadcast of Legion Regional Baseball Tournament action here. Joe Anderson providing play-by-play, and manning the meters is Jada Hamlin. Marshfield led 2-0 going into the bottom of the second, and Rapids scored 4 in the second and 2 more in the fourth, and they now lead 6-2. Nick Urban relieved starter Noah Grimm for the Blue Devils, and he's working here at his first full inning of work for Coach Metz, and he will face Jacob Whitfee, the second baseman for Rapids. And he walked and grounded out. So he's 0 for 1. And the umpire says ball 1. And home plate umpire is going to bring over Coach Halber and talk to him about something. They're going to discuss if the ball actually hit Whitfee in the foot, which would put him on base. And they're going to call over the first base umpire. They're going to confer. And they chat things over as you do. I've done that as an umpire. Want to make sure you get the call right. Because sometimes, you're right there at home plate, but sometimes you can't see that hit by pitch. Because it happens so quick and you're somewhat blocked by the catcher. And it's hard to pick it up. And they're going to discuss things, and it's going to be, nope, we're going to stay with ball 1. So Whitfee ahead in the count 1-0. Nick Urban, the lefty. Curveball goes for ball 2. Urban, usually the center fielder, he's a pretty good pitcher. He's trying to keep his team in this. And Urban will get Whitfee to swing and miss for strike 1. Marshfield facing elimination if they lose this game. And now that one hits him. There's no doubt about that one. Hit him right in the left shoulder. Urban has hit 2 in his pitching this afternoon. Jacob Dekarski now the first baseman. A single, a run scored, and was rubbed out on a double play ball hit by Cole Leddick. And it's 1-0, or pardon me, 1-0 to Dekarski. Nick Urban, the second pitcher of the afternoon for the Blue Devils. He's now behind 2-0. Marshfield needs to win this game to stay alive. If they lose, they sit in the stands and watch the rest of this tournament. Urban snap throw over to Homolka with feedback safely. Here's the pitch from Urban, and that's called ball 3. 3-0 to count to Dekarski. He's going to be given the take sign, and Whitfee, pretty good lead at first, nothing major. Strike as Dekarski was taking all the way. 3-1 to count to the first baseman for post 9. Here's the pitch from Urban, swung on hit to the gap in third baseline, and a base hit. Hit in the hole between third and short for Dekarski, so he will be at first. Whitfee will advance to second when nobody out. Cole Leddick, the DH, walked, scored a run, and hit into a double play in the 4th. Infield fly rule in effect here with nobody out and runners at first and second. And that ball fouled back for strike 1. Dekarski at first and Whitfee at second. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Rapids is the home team in this game. Here's the pitch from Urban. Curveball tailed high for ball 1.
Major League Baseball this weekend on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ as the Chicago White Sox face the Milwaukee Brewers.
Urban sets, checks the runners, and comes to the plate. Strike. No. Look good from here. Urban thought he had a strikeout in his first other at bat. That pitch hit to right center field. Bauman and Higgins give chase, and everybody moves up 90 feet. As that ball hung up in the air, but neither Bauman or Higgins could get to it. A hit by pitch and 2 singles load the bases for the catcher, Zach Nowak. And Nowak, with a fly out and a run scored, sacrifice and a walk and a run scored for the catcher for Rapids. And Coach Metz out to talk to pitcher Nick Urban. Nobody out, bases loaded. Do or die time for Marshfield. If they lose this game, they are eliminated. Rapids yesterday in a nail-biter pitchers duel, they won 1-0 over Wausau. That game was over in about an hour and 15 minutes. This game now almost an hour and a half long. Bases loaded. The infield is in for Zach Nowak, the catcher. Nowak with a base hit will score at least 2. Urban delivers, and that curveball stays outside. Nowak, his counterpart in the batter's box from Earl. Nowak has got that knack to bring that ball back in the zone when he catches it. Earl, good scoop on the low pitch from Urban. It's 2-1. Wind is probably around 10 miles an hour from the southwest. That ball hit foul, out of play. 2-2 now the count. Nobody out. Urban wants a strikeout in the worst way if he can get it. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Nick Urban. And that curveball sliced foul, first baseline. Remains 2-2. Urban delivers. And that ball popped up. It's going to stay in the infield. Infield fly rule is called. And Weisenberger makes the catch for out number 1. The number 9 hitter, Carson Gunderson, who had a single his last time at bat, grounded out to Weisenberger at third. In his first at bat, he's 1 for 2. Base is still loaded, but only 1 out. Urban looking to get a double play here if he can to get out of the inning. Gunderson looks for another base hit. And popped up, not a play for strike 1. Rapids would like a base hitter. If they could get it, they would score at least 2. Whitby at third, Dekarski at second, Laddick at first for Rapids. And that ball swung on and missed, strike 2. Urban ahead in the count, 0-2. He'd take a strikeout if he could get it. Still infield fly rule in effect with only 1 out. And he fouls that off check swing. Nick Urban, working his first full inning of work, came in with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Curveball hung up there and didn't break. 1-2 the count to Gunderson. Carson Gunderson, number 15. Urban, here's the pitch. Inside, gets away from Earl, and Whitby comes in with the 7th run of the game. Dekarski moves to third, Laddick to second. First base now open. The infield fly is out of commission. 1-2 the count. And that pitch inside makes the count full. Urban was ahead in the count 0-2. And then that pitch got away from Earl, which allowed to run the score. And there's the strike three. There's the strikeout he wanted about 2 pitches before. Now there's 2 outs. And top of the order, Austin Juneman will come to bat. Juneman struck out, reached on an error, and hit a single. So 1 for 3 on the afternoon for the leadoff hitter for Wisconsin Rapids. And Urban's curveball swung on and missed for strike 1. Jacob Tokarski is at third. Cole Laddick is at second. As Austin Juneman is in the box. And another curveball from Urban called strike 2. A run in now for Rapids as they lead 7-2. That ball gets away from Earl. And another run will score. Wild pitch will score another run. Laddick moves up 90 feet to third. 2 more runs in here in the bottom of the 5th. It's now an 8-2 lead. And Juneman. And that ball in the dirt. Tell you, Peter Earls had a pretty interesting afternoon behind the dish on defense. He's had a lot of balls in the dirt, several wild pitches. And that ball hit to left. It's going to score another run. So a single for Juneman. And that brings in Cole Laddick with the 3rd run of the inning here in the bottom of the 5th. Wheels falling off from the Blue Devils bus. And there's a steal by Juneman. Safe. On the first pitch. Juneman now in scoring position for Searing, the batter. 7th batter of the inning. 2 flyouts and a single. Ball and a strike called. Noah Grimm started the game for Marshfield. It's now Nick Urban in relief. And that ball hit foul out of play. Makes the count 1-2. They now trail by 7, does Marshfield. Urban's pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Earl. Searing with a 2-2 count. And he slaps it right to second baseman Camden Dahl for out number 3. Oh, goodness. So the line in the bottom of the 5th for Rapids, 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete, and Wisconsin Rapids leads Marshfield 9-2. You're watching Legion Regional Baseball Tournament action here on Zaleski Sports.
Keep moving ahead with the Summer Tire Event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The Summer Tire Event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier.
With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations
and let our team show you why membership matters at VCCU.
Welcome back to Hackman Field here in Marshfield as we head to the top of the 6th, and the Blue Devils of Post 54 facing a 7-run deficit. Looking to stay alive here as Chandler Schmidt will lead off the top of the 6th. Jordan Tibbetts working its 6th inning of action here from the mound, and he gets strike one over. Schmidt on the afternoon, a single and a fly out, so 1 for 2 with an RBI. See if the Blue Devils can get something going here, and that pitch outside. Now, when I say that Nowak is a good pitch framer, I don't mean that in a negative way. He's able to bring that ball back into the strike zone. There's an art to that. And this is a veteran umpire. He knows where that pitch was. You're not going to fool him too much on where the placement of the pitch was. But when you frame it and you bring that ball back in, Nowak, does a nice job of that for Rapids. Here's the pitch from Tibbetts, and swung on and hit, and it's popped up. And Sengbush will call everybody off and get the put out for out number 1. 5 outs left for Marshfield on their regional tournament action here. Dean Detelm will come to bat. Detelm on the afternoon, a ground out and a fly out, 0 for 2. He's went from DH to left. And Detelm smashes it to Tyler Beyer at third, over to first, and he'll make the tag. Dekarski had to jump up high and get the ball. It took him off the base as Detelm was running down the baseline, and he had to make the tag. Almost had a collision. So 4 pitches and 2 outs. And Nowak can't frame that one enough to be called a strike. There is an art to doing that. He does a good job of that, Mr. Nowak. Higgins hits it to center field. Is it going to drop? Yes, it does. It drops in front of Ryan Searing in center. So a base hit for Higgins. Higgins' first hit of the afternoon. He's now 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. So Camden Dahl, the batter. A sack, fly, a single. 1 for 1. And that ball outside.
In Northwoods League baseball tonight, Wisconsin Rapids Raptors face Fond du Lac at Ritter Field in Wisconsin Rapids. Game time this evening, 6:35.
1-0 here to Higgins, the left fielder. Or pardon me, to Dahl, Camden Dahl, the second baseman, excuse me. As Higgins is at first with 2 outs. Held on first by Dekarski.
2-0 on Camden Dahl, who's back in the box. Tibbetts gets set and
Dahl looks at strike 1. Count is now 2-1 to Dahl. Tibbetts, 2 runs given up this afternoon, 1 in the first and 1 in the second, and has shut down the Marshfield bats ever since. That one called strike 2. Four outs left for Marshfield. Tibbetts comes set and comes to the plate, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on after 5.5 innings. It is Rapids 9 and Marshfield 2. You're watching Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Dane Detailm now on the mound for Marshfield. As Nick Urban goes back to center, Bauman back to right, and Higgins in left. As Detailm becomes the third pitcher for Marshfield this afternoon. Bauman back in right. And a fly ball hit out to Higgins in left. And one away here in the bottom of the sixth. That was Tyler Beyer, who flew out for the first out. As Detailm is now on the mound.
Academic honors from the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches
Oh,
Association.
0-1 the count. And that ball chopped foul for strike two for Cade Sengbush. Sengbush on the afternoon. 1 for 3. Single. Stolen base, run scored. Fly out and a strikeout. And that pitch from Detailm. Ball 1. Urban. Nick Urban pitched an inning in the third, gave up 4 hits, struck out 2, gave up 3 runs, and hit 2 batters. And 4 pitches, and Detailm gets the second out of the bottom of the sixth. Jacob Whitby, the second baseman. Pretty good afternoon for him. Walk, hit by pitch, 2 runs scored, and a ground out. So he's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Rapids leading 9-2 here in the bottom of the sixth. And Detailm evens the count at a ball and a strike. Detailm in his first inning of work for Marshfield. Righty. And pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. First right-handed pitcher for the Blue Devils this afternoon. They're down to their last 3 outs as they'll come to bat in the top of the 7th. And that ball in the dirt evens the count at 2. Peter Earl makes the stop. Outfield back to Higgins in left, Urban in center, and Bauman in right. And that ball hit to center field. Urban? No, it's going to be called off by Camden Dahl, who makes the third out. Detailm faces 3 batters. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Last chance for Marshfield as they trail by 7 going into the top of the 7th. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Welcome back to Jack Hackman Field. Just got a text from Vince Villarreal. Superior has advanced to the Legion State Tournament as they beat Chippewa Falls 5-4. So they will head to state. Stick around for the conclusion of this game for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy makes cheese curds daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. Last chance for Marshfield here in the top of the 7th, trailing 9-2. Kale Weisenberger with strike one from Jordan Tibbetts, working his 7th inning of work. Tibbetts, good job on the mound. Only giving up 2 runs. He's shut down Marshfield after the 2nd inning. That ball hit to the shortstop Singbush, and that ball not accurate. Tokarski can't scoop it. And so Weisenberger will reach on the air and will advance to second. Well, Weisenberger in scoring position as Riley Bauman will step up to the batter's box. Bauman on the afternoon, 2 flyouts to the outfield. Left-hand side, shortstop and left. Weisenberger at first, nobody out. Jordan Tibbetts on the mound for Rapids. Off-speed pitch, called ball 1. Didn't break. Marshfield facing elimination in this game if they lose. Bauman, the number 9 hitter in the order for Coach Metz. And Bauman takes ball 2. Tibbetts looking to get the complete game win for Wisconsin Rapids. Working his 7th inning. He's had several 4 or 5 pitch innings. There's a strike. 2-1 the count now. After Bauman, we'll go back to the top of the order and Peter Earl. So Weisenberger's at second. Defense straight away. Popped up in the infield. Home plate, and it's going to fall foul. Would have been a pretty good play for Nowak to grab that one. Had to pick it up. You always know if the umpire hands you your gear, you're in good stead. 2-2 the count to Riley Bauman. Tibbetts from the stretch, gets the sign, comes set. Comes to the plate and popped up to the left field side. Third baseman Tyler Byer under it in foul territory and makes the out. 1 away now for the leadoff hitter, Peter Earl. Earl on the afternoon, 2 singles, a walk, a run scored, and a stolen base. Marshfield down to their last 2 outs here. They have not scored since the 2nd inning. And we have a timeout called. Tibbetts was coming set, and Earl stepped out. Tibbetts gets the sign and comes to set, checks the runner, and delivers. And swung on, foul down the first base side. Tokarski will run out of real estate. It's 1-0-1. Rapids exploded for 4 runs in the second, 2 in the fourth, and 3 more in the fifth to lead 9-2 as we head here into the top of the seventh. Marshfield, the visiting team in this game. 0-1 the count to Peter Earl. Cale Weisenberger, the runner at second. And that pitch is high for ball 1. Pete Earl, very proficient baseball player. And that ball in the dirt for ball 2. You're not going to get it all in one chunk. You got to chip away if you're Marshfield. And Earl bounces it in the hole through short and third. Weisenberger will go to third and hold there. You have runners at the corners with 1 out. So Nick Urban, who went back to center field. Urban 0 for 3 on the afternoon. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Bats from the left-hand side. Runners at the corners for Marshfield with 1 out. Urban looking for his first base hit of the afternoon. Jordan Tibbetts will come to the plate, and it's outside for ball 1. Winner of this game will advance to play tonight at 7 p.m. versus the winner of our next game. Here's the pitch. Swung on by Urban. He pops it up to center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. And an RBI for Nick Urban. Weisenberger in with the run. It's now 9-3. Ball fell in front of Searing. That wind has got enough of a change. It's blowing from right to left, and it's been holding up several fly balls. It's been quite an adventure for the outfielders this afternoon. Logan Homolka, the first baseman, 0 for 3 on the day. Strike 1. One away here is Earl is at second, Urban at first. 1 run is in here, top of the 7th. Jordan Tibbetts delivers. That ball smashed to the hole in right field. And bases are loaded with 1 out. And this is the first pickle that we see Jordan Tibbetts in for Wisconsin Rapids in quite some time. That'll bring up the shortstop, Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt on the afternoon. 1 for 3. 2 flyouts and a single with an RBI. And ball strike 1 to the shortstop for Marshfield. Trying to get that elusive complete game win is Jordan Tibbetts. And that ball hit out to center field. Searing, it bounces in front of him. He's having trouble putting the fork in it. Earl will come in to score. It's now 9-4. So Schmidt with his second hit of the day, 2 for 4, gets an RBI, bases loaded still with 1 out. And Coach Halbert will come out and talk to his pitcher, Jordan Tibbetts. It's the first time he's really been in a pinch this afternoon since the second inning. And he will step out after 6 1/3.
He allows 4 runs, all earned, on 9 hits. Walks 3 and strikes out 2.
So Tibbetts will be replaced on the mound. By number 25. That's Eric Steinhilber.
Exactly 105 pitches, so that would have been his limit anyway.
Now pitching for Rapids, number 25.
And should be just a straight change.
Eric Steinhilber, the new pitcher for Wisconsin Rapids. Eric Steinhilber now pitching for Wisconsin Rapids.
So Steinhilber will come in here in the 7th.
Comes in with the bases loaded and only 1 out in the Marshfield 7th. Wisconsin Rapids leading by a score of 9-4.
It's 9-4.
We'll pause for this message.
And we look at the line for Jordan Tibbetts for Wisconsin Rapids. 6 1/3, 9 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 4 runs, all earned. Very good pitching performance by the Rapids pitcher Jordan Tibbetts. He's being relieved by Eric Steinhilber. With the bases loaded, only 1 out. It's 9-4. And this will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th batter of the inning. As Dane Dietelm, who came in to pitch in the 6th. And he's 0 for 3 on the afternoon with a ground out, and 2 ground outs and a fly out. Nick Urban is at 3rd. Logan Homolka is at 2nd. Chandler Schmidt at 1st with 1 away for pitcher Dane Dietelm. And Steinhilber throws ball 1.
Wisconsin Rapids 9, Marshfield 4. Marshfield batting in the top half of the 7th. Bases loaded, only 1 out. 1-0 on Dane Dietelm. Steinhilber ready.
And the pitch from Steinhilber. 2-0 the count now.
Final line, not the final line on Tibbetts because he's responsible for 3 men on base. 6 1/3 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned on 9 hits, walk 3, struck out 2.
Steinhilber hits a strike. 2-1 the count now to Dietelm. Steinhilber's first batter here. 1 away in the top of the 7th. Tibbetts responsible for all 3 base runners still in the diamond for Marshfield. Steinhilber. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count even at 2. Marshfield needs the win or they are eliminated from this tournament. Count even at 2 to Dane Dietelm. Here's the pitch. And he puts it in play. Run's going to score. And a good scoop as Schmidt is out 5, or pardon me, first base to shortstop at 2nd. So now you got 2 out and runners at the corners as Dietelm will reach on a fielder's choice. No RBI. Chase Higgins, the last out for Marshfield. A walk, a ground out, and a single. So 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And Steinhilber behind in the count 1-0. This is the 8th batter of the inning for Marshfield. Steinhilber checks Dietelm at first, comes to the plate, and that's high for ball 2. Action starting to speed up here in this game as Jordan Tibbetts cruised for about 4 innings, and the 7th inning came up and ran into some trouble. That pitch in the dirt. 3-0. That run charged to Tibbetts. It's now 9-5 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Strike. Higgins now ahead in the count 3-1. Higgins ahead in the count 3-1. He swings, hits it into the hole and short. Singbush will knock it down, but can't make the play. So Higgins, base hit, RBI, as Homolka will score. That pitch also goes, that run will go on Tibbetts. It's now 9-6 with 2 away. The 9th batter of the inning, Camden Dahl, the second baseman. 1 for 3 on the afternoon with a strikeout, a ground out, and a single. And takes ball 1. It's now 9-6. They trailed 9-2 coming into the top of the 7th. They lose this game, they are eliminated from this tournament. Dahl awaits the pitch from Steinhilber and delivery and strike 1. Steinhilber, full head of hair, sporting a beard. Count even to Dahl at 1-1. 2 on for Marshfield, first and second. In the pitch, in the dirt, Nowak will knock it down. Dane Dietelm at second, Chase Higgins at first for the Blue Devils. Dahl, the last out for Marshfield. They're down to their last out. 2-1 to count to the second baseman for the Blue Devils. Here's the pitch from Steinhilber. Called a strike. Count even at 2-2. 1 strike away for the victory here for Wisconsin Rapids. Camden Dahl doing his best to fend it off. Down to their last strike. Steinhilber. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled. And Dahl stays alive. 2 hours and 7 minutes so far in this game, approximately. The wind has died down. Here's the pitch from Steinhilber and put in play and through the hole at short. And bases are loaded as Dietelm will hold up at third. Higgins will move up 90 feet to second, and then Dahl with a base hit to left. This is the 10th hitter now coming up. Cale Weisenberger started things out when he reached on an error in the top of the 7th. And we have a pinch hitter coming up. Colton Schillinger will come in to pinch hit. He'll pinch it here in the 7th. This is the 10th batter.
Blue Devils have 6 hits in this inning, plus 1 man reached on an error. Schillinger digs in, bases loaded, 2 outs. Steinhilber
Schillinger trying to keep the Marshfield season alive. Steinhilber gets strike 1 over. It's now 9-6. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Colton Schillinger, the batter, pinch hitting for Cale Weisenberger. Steinhilber's pitch outside for ball 1. Count even at 1-1. Runners will go on contact as there are 2 outs.
All runs in this inning will be earned. The inning began with a throwing error of the shortstop Singbush.
Here's the pitch from Steinhilber. And Nowak can't frame that one enough to get a strike out of it, so it's 2-1. Steinhilber from the windup. Very pronounced motion, swing and a miss for strike 2. The Blue Devils down to their last strike here. Runners will go on contact. Count is 2-2, bases loaded for Marshfield. Steinhilber for Wisconsin Rapids on the mound. Here's his pitch. And it's hit to left field. And Juneman will get the final out of the game. Marshfield is now eliminated from this tournament.
In the 7th for Marshfield, 4 runs. They are all unearned. 6 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base.
4 runs in the top of the 7th for Marshfield off of 6 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on. Marshfield will be eliminated as they lose to Rapids 6-3. The winner of this game will be Jordan Tibbetts. As he went 5 1/3 innings. Steinhilber goes an inning and a third. Doing a quick thing here because I got to go down and do a quick interview. And Tibbetts will get the win, as Rapids will advance to play tonight. Marshfield is eliminated from the tournament on this loss, 6-3, or 9-6, excuse me. And it's now time to hear from our friends at Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy cheese curds, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to Jack Hackman Field. This is Joe Anderson, and I'm joined here by Coach Court Halber of Wisconsin Rapids, winning coach this afternoon in this game. What were some of the keys that you were looking forward to in this game as you approached it?
We knew they were a good hitting team, so we knew that we had to get our bats going right away and early, and we did that with getting 4 runs in the second inning there.
As you look ahead now to your next game, what is your pitching prospects coming into this game tonight?
We got another good pitcher. I mean, Jordan threw a heck of a game like he always does, so we got another good guy coming out for next game, and looking forward to that one.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck. Thank you. Joining me now is Jordan Tibbetts, who threw an excellent game this afternoon. What were some of the pitches that you were over successfully?
All my pitches were going well. My fastball, curveball, slider, they all working.
Now, when we got into the 6th inning, you kind of got into a little bit of a pinch. What was some of the things that kind of held you up there?
The defense was playing well all game, and my fastball was still able to locate. My off speed was a little shaky at the end, but we were able to get it done.
Well, you pitched over 100 pitches this afternoon. Did a good job. Where do you think you'll be playing tonight as far as position-wise?
I'm pretty sure I'm not playing.
Okay. Strictly pitching?
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you very much, young man. Good luck tonight. Marshfield eliminated now from the tournament this afternoon as they lost 9-6 to Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids will advance to play tonight at 7 o'clock. Catch that game here on ZaleskiSports.com. Hey, check out the next game at 4 o'clock. I throw it up to Kale, and he'll bring you play-by-play for that game. For Joe Anderson and Jada Hamlin, thank you very much for watching this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the evening and the weekend, and catch more baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, And our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Caffla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.